There's that man again.
As you can see, I'm still wearing a sweater, which means spring has not sprung all the way out yet. But I cannot wait to wear some of these official summertime bangers. Stay tuned, I'll tell you what I'm talking about. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Teddy Files. I am your resident sommelier, Mr. Diaz Teddy. And today we are talking about summertime bangers. I think I'm just trying to get myself in the mental state of summertime because the weather is damn sure not cooperating with us right now. I think right now it might be in the 40s out here. So yeah, we're still waiting. We got the flowers blooming slightly, but yeah, they shivering right now because damn it, it's chilly outside. But we want to put ourselves in the summertime mindset, and one of the best fragrances to do that, to get you in the mindset of summer, will be Hugo Reversed. Absolutely gorgeous summertime fragrance. When I tell you this is a citrus banger, it is a very inexpensive fragrance, but for me, it solidifies summertime. And we already know the other one for me that solidifies summer. We're not going to get into that because that one is not in this video. But this one here is a cheapie, but it's a really good one. We're going to spray it on the teddy strip here, right there, just like that. And beautiful citruses at the top. This is an amazing fragrance. Some of the fragrance notes that you got with this one, oh my goodness, you have your grapefruit, your celebre and bergamot, you got your rosemary in the middle, and you got that Haitian vetiver. You get that beautiful woodsy Haitian vetiver at the back of this fragrance. Some of that herbaceousness from the rosemary, but what you mostly get is citrus. Citrus is citrus. It is a citrus balm. And in all honesty, I have always found that this has gotten me quite a few compliments. I have never had a moment where I didn't get at least one compliment from this fragrance so far, and I've worn it quite a bit. It still isn't my record-breaking compliment fragrance, but it's gotten me enough. So this fragrance here, I think I spent about maybe a good $25 to $30 for this one. This is, I believe, the 4.2 ounce bottle. Let me see. Yes, the 4.2 ounce bottle. So 125 mLs of just citrusy goodness. This is an amazing fragrance, guys. So if you can get your hands on it, I'll see if I can find it and link it so that you guys can get your hands on it. But if not, for the most part, I've found mine right in Burlington, and they usually keep them in stock, especially as we're going into the summer. So get your hands on Hugo Reversed. So the next fragrance we got coming up is a little bit more upscale and refined from the last fragrance that we talked about, and that would be Salvatore Ferragamo. So this one here has a bit of sweetness as well. Nice mister. But when I tell you that beautiful citrus off the top of this fragrance, oh my goodness. And then on skin, it is so much more it just pops out so much more off the skin. This is still one of my favorites. I know everybody wants to talk about all the leathers, and I do love bright leather and spicy leather and all those other ones. But for me, when you're walking into the summer, spring season, this definitely says that you are walking into warmer weather. Has a little bit of sweetness as well too, but mostly what you get off the top of this fragrance is that citrus. I mean, as far as your fragrance notes, you have your sage, your bergamot, your lemon. You got violet leaf, cedar, and leather, and you have oak moss, musk, and vetiver. This one here, the beautiful woodsy tone of it comes in at the back end, but you get some of that musk as well. But when I tell you, it's something that's really beautiful about the sweetness that comes in this fragrance. And believe it or not, I believe some of that comes in with a little bit of the animalic feel of that leather. This is This is an amazing fragrance. I am so glad that I have this in my collection. I will make sure I link this one as well so you guys can get your hands on it. And just remember, I don't get any kind of commission or anything like this from this. I just want to make sure that you get the best price offered on the internet. But also, guys, please stop tripping off of the guys that actually do get paid to do these, to give you the discount codes, because believe it or not, a lot of them, their name is attached to this stuff, and they're not sitting up here trying to steer you wrong. I mean, as you can see in the video, they own the fragrance. So, I guess that take that with a grain of salt as you will. But for me, now that I'm done with my little tangent, this is definitely one that I'm going to get on my skin in the summertime, and that would be Ferragamo by Salvatore Ferragamo. So the next fragrance I got coming up comes from the house of Calvin Klein, and it comes from a line of fragrances that I quite enjoy, and that's the Eternity line. And the fragrance that I'm talking about today is Calvin Klein Eternity Cologne. Now this one here, it is the Eternity DNA, and I absolutely love the Eternity DNA. It was one of my favorite fragrances back in the day, and it is still one of my favorite cheaper fragrances today. But this one, you want to talk about just beautifully refined and just amazing for the summertime. This right here to me is a fragrance that is going to be perfect for the office. It's going to be perfect for almost any situation because it's very inoffensive. It is very it's extremely just citrusy at the top. I mean, some of your fragrance notes that you have, you got your aldehydes, you got your ginger and your juniper berries, but you also have in the middle, you got your bourbon geranium, cardamom, and mastic. But at your base, you have ambroxan, Lornex, and moss. So it's just a fresh fragrance all the way around, just all the way freshness. This is a really good one. Now, your fragrance, the time that you have on this may be a good 4 to 5 hours, but me, I always take my fragrances with me. But that's because I work in an office environment. You may not be able to have that done, but honestly, if you're okay with 4 to 5 hours, this would be perfect for you. This would be a fragrance that I would say it's very inexpensive. I paid about $30 for it, so I would say try to get it in your collection and see if you can have the same experience that I do from Eternity Cologne. So if anybody knows me knows that I'm a big fan of Polo. I love Polo fragrances. I always have. But I wasn't excited about this line when it first came out. I didn't know what it was, what they were really trying to do. But when I got this in my collection, I was so happy that I got it in the collection because I love the way it smells. And that would be from Polo Earth. And that is Antilles Vetiver. See if we can get it to focus for you guys. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. But pretty sure you can see it down in the right-hand corner. This one here, not what I expected, but pleasantly surprised at what I got. What you first catch when you get this fragrance, what I first smell is vetiver. That's the first thing that I smell, and I'm sure that is not the top note. Now, for me, a lot of the citruses come in towards the mid part of the fragrance because I believe the vetiver is at the back end of the fragrance. But I smell vetiver when I first spray it. It's like the vetiver neroli, because your fragrance notes in this one are bergamot, green mandarin, and neroli, which you catch the neroli at the top, but then you got the sage, lavender, and lily and ylang ylang. But then there's that vetiver, cedar, and vanilla. Cedar and vanilla, bourbon vanilla. But man, I'm telling you, it's something. I smell the sweetness from the vanilla, but there is something going on because I smell that vetiver and that neroli at the top of this fragrance. This is an amazing fragrance. I'm so glad I got it in the collection. It's not the longest lasting. I think I got maybe 4 or 5 hours out of this one as well. But when I tell you, it just smells really good coming off your skin. And especially if you start to heat it up on your skin, it'll start to really just resonate and vibrate off your skin. It's a really good fragrance. Once again, I will see if I can find this one as well. I found this out in the wild. A lot of this stuff I found in the wild. A handful of them I did get off a discounter. So if I find it on discounters, I'll make sure I link it in the description box so you guys can get your hands on Polo Earth Antilles Vetiver. So the next fragrance that I got coming up is one that I wanted in the collection for quite a while. I finally got it Then I smelled it. Once I smelled it, it was over. And that would be John Varvatos, Artisan Pure. And let me say something to you. If your summers don't smell like this, I'm not sure what your summers smell like. Because this, damn it, this is a great fragrance. This, to me, it says summertime. It says walking through grass, having fun with your family in the park. You can wear this at the job. It's be very inoffensive. It's nice and light, and it's very just. This is a damn good fragrance, man. Sometimes it's hard to find the words when you're putting this stuff together, and I know that's kind of weird because what I'm supposed to be doing is speaking words to be able to explain this to you. But sometimes it hits you in your nose, and the explanation fails you a little bit because this is an absolutely wonderful fragrance. John Varvatos did his job with this. We already know it ain't gonna last that long, so please don't tell me about it. I don't care about how long it lasts on your skin. It doesn't matter to me. It matters the smell. The smell is absolutely wonderful. The scent experience is wonderful. Some of your fragrance notes are your clementine, lemon, mandarin orange, bergamot, thyme, marjoram at the top. You got the petitgrain and ginger in the middle. And then you got those woodsy notes, the musk, the orris root, and that amber at the back. This fragrance right here says spring, summer in a bottle. Spring, summer in a bottle, and it is an absolutely amazing one. I'm so glad I have it in my collection, and I cannot wait till it stops being feeling like Jack Frost's asshole out here, so we can actually wear this type of stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just be prepared when the summer comes, and you got this, then you're definitely ready for the summertime, and that will be John Varvatos, Artisan Pure. So the next fragrance I got coming up is one that I found for a great price. And you normally don't find a lot of these for a great price, but I'm so glad that I was able to get my hands on commodity fragrances. Vetiver. Now this one here, I love Vetiver. I'm a big Vetiver fan. I love the earthiness, sometimes smokiness. It has so many different variations that it could be. This one is a little bit more earthy and has a little bit of sweetness as well to it. So let's get it on the strip here. It almost has a dankness to it as well, but I absolutely love that because it makes it so much more interesting. It's not just a run-of-the-mill Vetiver fragrance. And here's the thing, I'm a fan of Vetiver, so some of those run-of-the-mill ones I actually enjoy, but this one has so much more balance and so much more body to it. Some of your notes that you got in this one, you got your blackberry and apple and Petalia at the top. You also have jasmine and jasmine sambal. And then your base, you have your Haitian vetiver, your Indonesian patchouli leaf, and Australian sandalwood and cedar. So the blackberry gives it a little bit of sweetness, but mostly what you catch is the cedar and that Haitian vetiver. This is a great fragrance. This is a really good one. This is one that, to me, it has a subtlety to it, but it will project off your skin well enough. It lasts about 8 hours on my skin the last time I wore it. So that's a really good fragrance that you can get on your skin. It's one that I was very excited to get in my collection. I think I got it for like $60 or $70. This usually goes for a couple of $100. So that was pretty good, but I found it out in the wild. But I'll see what I can do to link it so that you guys can get it. I'll see if I can link it in the description box and check it out. See for yourself. Get a decant. Get a sample if you can. This one might be one that may be right up your alley. And for the spring, summer, Commodities Vetiver might be just the one to beat. So the last fragrance I got coming up today is one that you wear when you want to add a little bit of bouge to your summer. And that would be Ralph Lauren's Purple Label. So this one right here, I'll get my strip because I'm damn sure spraying this one. This is one of my absolute favorite fragrances. Like I said, I like Ralph Lauren. I'm a big Polo fan, but this one right here, it just hits different. I'm telling you, man. Let's get that up. As you can see, I had to change the atomizer because the atomizer was trash. But the fragrance, that blackberry at the top, man, that sets it off. That sets it off for me, man. This is a damn good fragrance, man. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of this one. This is one that I've typically worn with Mrs. Grizz for date night and things of that nature, and it hit every time. It's definitely a hit every single time. Some of your fragrance notes you got in this one, you got your blackberry at the top, that green coriander and mandarin orange. You have in your middle, you got your sage, your thyme, and in the base you got that rich mahogany wood with that oak moss and that musk. This fragrance right here, when I tell you this thing don't miss, it don't miss at all. This is nothing but buckets, nothing but nets. I'm telling you, I love this fragrance, man. I haven't seen a moment that was a wrong time to wear it. I haven't seen a moment when people didn't enjoy the way it smelled. I don't always get compliments off of it, but I have gotten a few. And the longevity is about maybe 6 to 7 hours, which is not bad for me. This is a great fragrance. It's a little bit more expensive than some of the ones that I've already displayed, but once again, you pay your money for what you want, and I'll put it in the description box, and you can decide whether this is something that you want to spend your money on. But for me, it was worth every penny, and that would be Ralph Lauren's Purple Label. Well, everybody, that is my time. I want to thank you guys for joining me over here on the Teddy Files. I know there's so many people you could listen to, and I'm glad that I was the one that you chose to listen to today. And please do me a favor, get in the comment section and let me know what you guys are going to be wearing and what you might recommend that I want to try this summer, because as soon as the weather starts being schizophrenic, I'm putting a lot of this stuff on my skin. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the content, because it helps the channel to grow. And make sure you hit that bell icon so that you can be notified every time I upload a video, because my name is Mr. Diaz Teddy, your fragrance sommelier. And over here we don't do stink, so please don't be a stink ass. Have a good one.